Well, as you see, I'm back in town, back live. I need to probably change my screen. Let me, nope, can't change orientation on that. I don't have, I'm gonna have to, I've got a little bit shaky right there. I'm gonna have to go online here on the other so I can see my chat if anybody gets in here. I'm back in town, back in Cherryville, and just got finished with my reinstall of the cable system and everything. So yeah, I've got to go in. I got to go in here and find. There I am. There's my own channel. Let me go back here. I've got to find my own chat room if I can. I've got to go on another device to see what I've got. Right now I can't see the chat. Oh, there I am. Okay, hey, there it is. I can see it. It came on the bottom of the screen. I was afraid I wasn't going to be able to see it there. There's Lakeside. Yeah, I saw him pop in there. Hey, JC. Yeah, I do the same thing too, JC. Just ramble along myself. Yeah. Well, I made it back from Hilton Head. I came back early this morning, got up early this morning, and ran back. Oh, good gracious. Now I'm getting an email from FedEx, emergency safety. Okay. Wow. Okay, I don't know what our emergency safety meeting's all about, but now we got an emergency safety meeting. When are they going to have that? I don't know anything about. That's what you get when you're in business. Sometimes you get whoops. Okay. Hub conference room Monday 10/1. Strongly urge all participation. Okay. But anyway, I'm back in town and back doing my thing, and of course you might know that I see somebody coming out here and doing a turnaround in my parking lot, which I feel like cautioning them. I'm gonna step up here. This is one thing, I just paved my parking lot, and then I just have gentlemen come in with a big truck, and hold on one second. I might have to be the bad guy here. I'm gonna turn this around and show everybody. I just paved the parking lot, just got new paving, and what I do, I get a big truck that pulls in here and decides that they can use my parking lot illegally. This is not a free parking lot or a turnaround, sir. If y'all could leave, I would appreciate it. And don't use this as a truck turnaround. We just paved this. Paid a bunch of money to fix it. Now, this is what irritates me when I just spent $7,000 on this, and that's what I get. Sorry about my ranting and raving, guys, but this is what you get sometimes. You get people that feel like because you have a big parking lot, you can just go ahead and use the guy's parking lot. He doesn't need it. He doesn't need to, he can pay for the extra paving and everything. So, yeah, that's what I was thinking, Tim. I just didn't say it. I tried to be a little more polite. But yes, I was thinking exactly what you said right there. I wasn't too happy with that. I mean, I'm sitting here in my office and I look out the window, and then here comes somebody with a big truck, and they decide, well, they don't have any respect, and they don't realize what a big truck would how to tear your pavement up. And I just spent $7,000 on that particular part of the parking lot getting it repaved because it had been torn up by big trucks and cars and turning around and everything else. But what do you do? I guess I could put some, I don't know. I've got to open it for the public, and I want the people that are going to shop with me to pull in here but it's not a habitual turnaround place. I'm gonna have to come up with some sort of device mechanism to keep, especially trucks with utility vehicles and things like that, from turning around in here. I mean, to use it at their own discretion. Yeah, well, that's already out there. No truck turnaround sign. I'm gonna say, for all the blind truckers, please don't turn around too, because the blind truckers are the ones that evidently turned around because they can't read the sign that I have out there that says no truck turn around. So I guess I'm gonna make it larger. I don't know, but that's what you get into. That's Monday for you. That's Monday for you. It gets you started up real good, and and I understand the trucking mentality. I'm a trucker. I understand that, and unfortunately, I've been guilty of doing the exact same thing. And no, it won't stop. It won't stop. But, and I don't know. My wife says the problem that I have with this, when it was a Ford dealership, they've got 2 lanes out there. And if I only had 1 entry lane as opposed to 2 entry lanes, and she's probably right, that it wouldn't create the quick turnaround. Right now, it looks like a quick turnaround. We may have to gate one side of it and make it so it's a little more of an obstacle to get in and out quickly. Although it kind of hurts the aesthetics of it too. So, what do you say? What do you say? One of those days. One of those days. And like I said, it never fails. I mean, you put a sign, nobody reads it, and all that. But I'm back in town, guys. I'm back in town, back in good old Cherryville. I was over here, been over here the last couple hours. They fixed the cable company finally came out. Spectrum came out and finally fixed what I asked them to do 3 months ago when we initially, was it July, August, September? Yeah, 3 months. I've had it 3 months. Yeah, and I thought about that too, JC. Of course, I could have just left the humps around in it to begin with. That's the reason I had it repaved, is sort of to smooth that out, because there were some bad potholes and everything else that the other people had over here, and I decided to clean it up and make it look better, and which I did. I spent like $7,000 on the paving part of it, and then I don't even know what the sealing. I had the other part over here coming up to the building sealed this past Friday, and it's one of those situations. Well, JC, I saw those good-looking trucks coming back the other day. I noticed you were doing good. On the rollback. Yeah, now that's I like that idea too, Tim. If you put islands out there where cars can come in. Yeah, and that's the thing I get. I get that at both my locations. Is they abuse my other shop too. I have trucks and cars come into it and use it as a turnaround and everything else, especially the big lot that I got down there, and people get right rude with it, like, well, it's a big lot, I can use it if I want to. No, it's not. It's a private drive. It's private property. Don't come abusing my property when you know that it's not your. I mean, I don't know. It's disgusting sometimes what people will do with that, and like I said, and being a trucker myself and seeing how many people abuse things. I mean, it makes me even more respectful of the next guy. Yeah. Well, she looked like a trooper yesterday, JC. But the rollback looked really good. I was listening to it. I was going down the road listening to you as you were doing it. I was down in Hilton Head, and we were running out to get something to eat, and I was listening to the motor. I actually run it through my Bluetooth so I could hear the motor real good. And the little motor sounded pretty clean on that truck. So I hope it turns out to be a good truck. I might have to make a trip to Ohio. Oh yeah, those Caterpillars are the little ones like that. It's sort of crazy. I sold one with that same engine in it at my auction. I had one that had that engine that was behind an automatic. Wasn't a straight drive, but it was automatic. And as my wife and I were coming back in this morning, the guy that bought it from me, he was down below Kings Mountain. I told her, I said, look, there's the truck. And sure enough, there was that truck that I had sold him, and he was down there doing a delivery or doing something. And I told her, I said, yeah, now maybe I should have kept that one and taken that box off and made a rollback out of that one. She said, no, you did the right thing. You need to get rid of it. And I said, and now I'm looking back at the same thing. That one was on it was on that Freightliner. I think it was hey, Mechanic Mike. Yeah, that one was on a Freightliner at C70. I can't remember. I can't remember that one it was, but it was on that. But yeah, everything kind of clicking along this Monday morning. Hopefully, I can click along and get some things done right now in just a little bit. I know it. Yeah, I know it, JC. I got so much going on right now at this very minute. It just drives me crazy that I can't take the time out to run up there and get something. I wish it's one of those damned if you do and damned if you don't situations. I've got a gazillion things going on down here. I look at that and I go, man, that's exactly what I need. And then I go, but the only thing I don't have is time to go get something, to go. It just drives me crazy that I'm just so up against it right now, trying to get this open and finished in here, so we can get this Napa store finished. And then plus we've got peak season going on right now, and I'm trying to hire 2 or 3 more drivers for the trucks, and we need to do all that. And just it's a culmination of a lot of things. Have you bought another truck down here? If you can do that, JC, I'll go to the bank. I'll tell you that right now. Me and you made the sort of a semi-deal on what you would do for me. If you can drive it, what you going to charge me to drive it down? The fuel? If you can do that, that would be A1 for me right there, JC. When I get off, I'm gonna have to give you a personal call and we'll discuss this. But yeah, that would be the catch me out right there, because my biggest problem is right now is just time, trying to get every single thing, and it's just every time I turn around, I think I've got something solved. Another little problem. Yeah, Tim saying, ball's in your court, JC. Yeah, well, I'll talk to JC after I get off here. And I may have to hurry up and get off, because now JC's got my curiosity up pretty good. So I may have to buzz out of here right quick. And I'm just checking in today. I hope everybody that popped in say hey to. And oh, okay, cool. Yeah. I'll get on the horn with you in just a few minutes, and just expect my call, and I'll call you in just a few minutes, JC, and we'll discuss all that and see what we can work out, because I could definitely use it. Because I need a roll back down here for the business. You got an N1410 twins. That's something else too. Yeah. I think JC's got some real neat stuff, and I think I would do good, Doug, if I'd follow her up on some stuff like that. JC's looked at something of mine too. That way he can get a good idea of what I've got. Yeah, yeah. Well, we'll definitely get on the horn here and see what you got going, because I need something. I need something to help me here at the when I open up the Napa Service Center. Napa's big on wanting me to get that opened up too, so I need to do that. Have everything in order with the Napa Service Center, and we're looking at a November date now opening up. We had planned first to open up on October 1st, but Napa wanted me to delay that till November because they had some bunch of things, plus the hurricane thing hit too, and they had a lot of stores on the eastern part of the state that's taking their attention. So they asked me last week if I would delay my switch. Oh, okay. Well, I'll do that. What time you want me to call you, JC? Give me a buzz on that. But yeah, just yeah, just give me a buzz on the time frame and everything, JC, and I'll just state when it'd be a good time, and I'll try to call you around then. But I've got to get back and finish up all this stuff and kind of tidy up some things here at the store and loose ends. Okay, well, that's cool too. Yeah. Well, let me say after 4. Okay. All right. Well, I'll call you around 4, between 4, 5, 6, somewhere in there. I'll try to call you around 4 though, if I get everything squared up. Hey, Brian, what happened to the wall? Which wall? That's probably a ceiling tile back there. If you're talking about that, that's a ceiling tile that's missing, and the wall is now pegboard. If you're looking at the wall. Oh, the picture on the video. Oh, that's. I just stuck that up there because I was tired of putting a picture of me up. That's the wall that the truck backed into. That's the truck backed into that about. Oh gosh, that's been 6 months ago now or better. That they had hired a new group and to do the overnight deliveries for Napa, and gosh, I'm trying to think when it was. It's been a good while, but it's already been repaired and everything. But the new truck driver, he just wasn't watching what he's doing, and he made a big turn, backed up, and just instead of hitting where my dock door was, you see he knocked my wall down. I mean the entire wall came tumbling down. The thing about it, he had hit it twice. He had hit it the night before. And I called Napa and I told him, I said, it kind of made a little bit of bump up. It made a little crack in the mortar and everything first night. And my guys had told me, but the second night, the next day, the very next day, my guys called me back and said, you're not going to believe this. So we have a huge hole in the wall now. Yeah, he wasn't a quitter. He decided to back it up and do it again. Yeah. I think he's a former driver for that trucking company now. I think he's gone. Yeah. Yeah, against the wall. Yeah. And yeah. Yeah, he didn't hit it good enough the first time, so he thought he would just knock it a good one the second time. Yeah, I thought I would just throw that up there because nobody likes a quitter. You can't. He was just trying to hit. I should have just put a great big old bullseye like Target stores has got and go, here, hit it. But I told the Napa guys when I showed them the picture of it, I said, y'all guys told me. I said, you guys told me that y'all were going to open up doors for me in this new opportunity. I said, I just didn't know you were gonna make me a new door. But, yeah. Yeah, he was making an impact statement, that's right, Doug. He was letting them, he was letting them know what kind of a driver he was. But that was my old location. I actually didn't even own that building, so it really wasn't too awful much concern. Larry Summer, the guy that I rent from, it was his building. Now I've got out of it, and if it had been up here at the Ford dealership, it'd been different. But that was my old building. I'm still in that building. They repaired it and everything. I'm still in it. But I don't know. I just looked like a good picture to pin up there this morning, so I thought I'd pin it up there. Gets attention that way. That's an attention grabber. Oh man. Well, guys, I'm gonna hop off. I've enjoyed chatting with you this morning. Y'all guys, take care. I'm gonna have to get back to work. I've had my lunch and everything. JC, I'll call you around 4 o'clock or a little bit after, and you and I'll discuss some things too. If you're heading down this way, that's a great thing for me, because I am just slammed up against it right now, trying to get everything done. Well, thank you, Tim. Y'all have a good one too, and I'll see y'all guys around. And take care. I'll be back out here again. See you guys.